Are you running a bath, Sina?
Oh, God, yes. Sorry.
That's twice in a week, Sina. Yes?
Wendy, it's Howard.
Oh, hi, Howard. How are you?
I know it's early and I'm always phoning you at home, but I think I may have rather an interesting position for you.
What kind of position, Howard? You know, I'm pretty happy where I am.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
They always are, Howard.
The money's fantastic.
If it was more money I wanted, I could have joined Credit Lyonnais last year.
Yes, but you turned that down because you didn't want to live in Brussels. How about Frankfurt?
Well, no, I haven't thought of living in Frankfurt.
Only an hour and a half from London.
Okay, I'll meet the people. Leonard.
God, what time is it?
7:30.
Damn it. I have a meeting with Sherman at 8.
You'll make it.
Thanks.
Late night?
Yes. Carl was working late on something in New York, and I hung on here.
Can I get you anything?
Coffee, please.
Wendy, what's our official position on the Greenspan account?
What does he always mean? Nothing.
Wendy, when are the next domestic retail movies coming out?
Use your screen.
Wendy, James and City need your advice on that.
Tell him to upload in the afternoon.
Who do we know at Crime Lord best?
Lindbergh, Phil Lindbergh.
Wendy, I'm going to offload these Gilda yen.
Yeah, well, rare. You sell them to that Belgian dentist, you know.
Wendy, I want to get on this new dress.
No, you hold them.
Yes, but isn't this terribly dangerous, Lewis? I mean, suppose...
Yes, of course it is dangerous. Why do you think I am talking to you?
It does have a hefty downside, Louis.
Everything has a downside.
We'll kick it around for an hour or so and we'll get back to you, okay, Lewis?
All right, okay.
Mad.
Hudson, how are you getting on? You look terrible.
Fine. You know, learning the single parent thing, it's complicated.
Well, do you have it organized? I'd rather you took that holiday you've got to than starting...
No, honestly, it's all under control. I've got a woman who comes in at 7, stays till 3, and someone else who comes in at 3 and stays till 8. And I'm starting to audition full-time nannies. Besides, I sort of need this here, you know, keep me occupied.
Have you heard from Alex?
She's in Paris with her sister, but she doesn't want to talk to me.
Have you any idea what's wrong?
Yeah, I guess she just flipped. Who knows?
Hudson, I need to agree to me.
All right, I'll try and reach him for you. Yes, I'd like to speak to Leonard Anson, please. He's in a meeting with Don Schernman. Are you sure? Well, when are you expecting Mr. Schernman? In Paris?
Leonard, sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay.
Leonard, I'm afraid you've walked into a minefield.
You don't need to tell me that. The DTI are instructing solicitors. James, I assure you there is no complicity here whatsoever. I asked my broker to position some capital for me. He bought a chunk of stock, and a week later, Lowenstein's put in a cash bid for the company. Their interest in the company was totally unbeknownst to me.
But your friendship with Lowenstein isn't exactly a state secret.
Well, I know that, and I realize it looks bad.
Well, naturally, the DTI believe you had prior information. They're already alluding to insider trading.
James, it was an unhappy coincidence, I assure you.
Leonard, forgive me, but if I'm to represent you, I have to know that you're telling me the truth.
I'm telling you the absolute truth. I'm sure Hal would swear an affidavit just as my broker would.
That won't necessarily do any good. I'll talk to the DTI solicitors and I'll see how the wind blows.
What worries me more is how this will be received upstairs. Not everyone is an ally.
I ran into Paxman from the DTI last night.
Yeah?
Apparently Leonard has a little problem brewing.
Really?
Well, you know that Hal Lowenstein put in a cash bid for PTX last week, and it's common knowledge that he and Leonard are like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems that Leonard bought into PTX the week before.
Awkward for Leonard.
Especially as the DTI know about it. What perspective should we take on this?
Leonard doesn't know that we know. Does he think the problem is going to just evaporate?
But it won't, will it? We don't want it to, do we?
Let's just sit on this for the rest of the day. See how Leonard plays it.
You don't think that Peter Longman will try to protect his blue-eyed boy, do you?
Don't worry about Longman. He's on the other side of the world trawling his kelp farm. I think we can play this one to our advantage.
Hmm.
I'm Declan McConaughey. How do you do? Don't worry, it's just cosmetic.
Max, what are you doing? Oh, here, sit down. This is interesting. Commodity prices. The grain harvest is a major influence on the U.S. economy, right? Now, what affects the grain harvest? The weather? The sun. I need to anticipate the number of hours of sunshine the Midwest will receive in the next 12 weeks, thus indicating the size of the harvest. and the consequential effect on the food productivity figures. Now,
Max, I know you're a genius and everything. Couldn't you join an institution somewhere? You know, why don't you head up a think tank or something, huh?
listen, this is fascinating. You'll get into it. Morning, Declan. Hannah.
What is it, Max? I'm busy and I'm irritable.
Can we use the microwave feed to get the US networks? I need the weather forecast.
I shouldn't think so. Anyway, why?
Some research I'm doing.
Who's paying for it?
Research. Special projects. My department.
I'll look into it.
What? French francs all over the bloody place. I can't read it at all. We've got 3 ticks already. We squared the open yen position. We're still short Deutschmark, long on the dollar. Right. And Pat O'Ham was looking for you.
Morning, Squirt.
Car towed again.
Nope. I had an accident.
Oh, no. Are you all right?
It was marvelous.
Ah. Is she pretty?
Extraordinary. What are you doing?
Max is teaching me about the weather.
You in?
Max, where would embedded cumulonimbus occur?
Embedded cumulonimbus, where you have a warm front occlusion. You'd find it above nimbus stratus.
Hello?
Hi. Jazz.
Oh, hi. I couldn't find the phone.
Right, it's annoying. It's by my bed. I've got to get some extensions.
And some furniture.
Right, and some furniture. So, are you okay? What are you doing?
Well, I thought I might go out, maybe do some shopping.
You haven't got any food in the house.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't feel like it. I mean, don't do it unless you feel like it. We usually eat out. Listen, I was just thinking that maybe you should call your mother. She must be worried, you know?
I've written a letter. I don't want to phone. I'll post it when I go out.
A call would be very easy.
No.
Okay. Sure. Well, look, I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait a minute. Here he is now. Hold on.
Who is it?
Carol Stands at Manny Hanny.
Tell her I'm out.
But I just told her you were in.
Tell her I'm busy.
Look, Carol, can he get back to you? Thank you. Leonard, are you okay? I tried to reach you at Sherman's office. Look, I don't like to press, but is anything wrong?
Yes.
Deutsche Premier, as you know, are restructuring their operations in Europe. It's resulting in a certain displacement of personnel and leaves open a number of key positions in Frankfurt, in areas with which you are particularly conversant.
Howard has told me of your success at Shane. You brought the Eurobone team from nowhere to one of the most active rooms in the city.
Well, it's an improvement on what it was, yes.
I'd say. Wendy.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
What we are looking for is someone with the experience and the creative ability to run risk management at our Frankfurt office.
Thank you. Mark is looking for someone with a broad overview of the bond market. Someone with first-class credentials on the desk and as a team manager.
We're looking for a senior vice president of trading.
Well, first of all, I'm very flattered. I didn't realize it was quite this kind of position.
You believe you're ideally equipped for it?
I see. Well,
Prepared a full prospectus of what the position offers. Salary, bonuses, and so on. Naturally, you'd be provided with an apartment in Frankfurt for the term of the contract, unlimited travel expenses, and so on. You can come home as often as is practical.
I'll have to absorb all this. When would you need the position filled?
Within 6 weeks.
Well, I think it's only fair to tell you, if Howard hasn't already, that I do have an allegiance to Shane. I built that bank up from nowhere, and I feel a certain loyalty to the team.
I find that admirable. But equally, having created such a success at Shane, I'm sure you have your eyes set on pastures new.
Well, I will certainly give it very serious consideration. You're a dark horse?
I did tell you it was a key position. Did you look at the numbers?
Not properly, no.
$300,000 a year plus bonuses. And depending on your performance, stock options.
Uh-huh. All right, Howard.
And Cantor's a big fan. I'm telling you, it's yours for the taking.
I get the idea, Howard.
Any questions, just give me a ring.
No questions, Howard.
There's a guy down there on the telephone.
Thank you.
I'm not going to budge unless you cut down half a tick. Just do me that little favour.
Mr. Declan McConaughey.
Yes?
I'm a police officer and I have a warrant for your arrest.
I'll get back to you. What for? I don't understand.
Under the Road Traffic Act, it is a criminal offence to remove or attempt to remove a wheel clamp. On August the 8th at 10:20 p.m. in Dean Street, Soho, you removed with bolt cutters a Metropolitan Police wheel clamp attached to an Audi, registration number E425JPG. I must caution you that anything you say may be taken down and used in evidence.
I don't see how...
That's odd.
What?
I can't seem to find the warrant. Could you hold this for me?
Of course.
Feel those primaries. Very odd. I thought I had it.
Show your equity participation, Declan.
Send the pants or it. There ain't many on here.
Declan, that big question might not be fed all water.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to let you off this time. Were you worried?
Nah, of course not. I was onto you right away.
Oh, really? How?
Your legs. Sheer silk stockings aren't standard issue in the force.
Max, why's Declan got a half-naked woman on his lap?
Oh, she's a police officer. She came to arrest Declan, and then she couldn't find the warrant.
I see.
They're trying to work something out.
Wendy, Carol Stans called you. Bank of America. And so does Shapiro. And I'm getting a lot of pressure from Shapiro. He says he's got to know today if we're going to accept co-management in the Belgium deal.
What size is it?
200 million.
Shapiro's the lead manager?
Right.
Okay, tell him we're in.
Wendy, I'm getting all kinds of flack from the settlement people.
Write proper trade tickets, you won't get any flack. Luke spent half the morning trying to unravel that Security Pacific deal. The settlements people are on the same team, remember that, eh?
Okay, so I just forgot to write a deal ticket.
Listen! You go and sit down there for a day or two, okay? Those people are under an ocean of paperwork trying to keep the system together, and no one thanks them for it. We sit up here and say, buy this, sell that, then we jump in our Ferraris and go home. It's tough in there. And do you know how I know that? Because I've been there. That's where I damn well started, as a positions clerk following trade some dealer didn't bother to write up. So don't tell me you just forgot to write a ticket, okay?
Wendy, Schroeder's on 44.
I'm out.
I'm going to install a feed so Max can get the US weather forecast. Okay.
Why on earth does Max want the US weather forecast?
He's got this
Actually,
idea
don't tell me. I don't want to know. Yes, whatever he wants. Why do I take this? Hi, Rita. It's Wendy Foley. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Listen, you remember I rented my flat out last summer? Yeah, well, I might want to rent it out for a year or so.
5360.
It's just in case I'm ever burgled or anything. When do you get off duty?
I am off duty.
Oh.
Criminal proceedings? You can't be serious. I thought they just wanted to talk to me. But surely, if I'm perfectly willing to assist them, and if... All right, James. When do I have to meet them? Oh, right. Right. Yes, well, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Leonard?
They're talking about criminal proceedings. I want to prepare a memo. And I want it delivered upstairs this afternoon. It's James Farrell, Lee Wolf, and Ralph Goldring. I have to explain to them what's going on.
Right.
And I'd like you to schedule a meeting for 10:30 tomorrow morning. By then, they should have had a chance to mull it over.
Hurricane Jane, though somewhat dissipated by its journey through the Gulf of Mexico, still threatens severe storms throughout the...
Now, if we can forecast harvests, we can forecast movements on the commodity index. Thus, we can forecast interest rate movements and, consequently, the direction U.S. bonds will take.
Reckon you making any sense of all that?
Can I watch the Dodgers game?
Strawberry, Kevin McReynolds, and Tim Tuffle in that order. And Strawberry flings one into right center. Shall be smothered.
Andrew, I received your letter this morning. There was just a couple of things I wanted to go over with you. Well, firstly, I just wanted to talk to you.
No.
27-9. Affy. You give that to Michelle.
A warm, affectionate front moving your way. Expect some turbulence followed by prolonged periods of happiness. Declan.
Oh, God. What's all this?
Well, I made supper for you.
I forgot.
Oh, never mind. We'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not the point. Louise makes us dinner and we're out in some bloody restaurant.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, I took a caning at work and then we went to dinner right afterwards. And I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. There isn't anything to sit on anyway. Oh, this is a wonderful chair.
But very expensive taste.
She's seriously cute.
Get a grip, for God's sake. She's 17 years old. She's also obviously in some kind of trouble. Even you can understand that, can't you?
Yeah, sure. She's seriously cute.
So, did you mail that letter to your Mum?
Yeah, this afternoon.
Great.
I will telephone, but just not for a few days, that's all.
No, it's not my business. Yeah, whenever you feel like it. It's up to you.
Pretty in pink.
Thank you. I mean, I love this colour.
They have beaches this colour in the Caribbean.
Really?
I could take you there.
Ashwood table and chairs, and the bureau the gentleman picked out.
And that reclining black thing over there.
Ah.
Okay.
My mum always wanted one of these.
Why didn't you tell me about it? Okay. Sorry, doesn't matter. Forget it.
No, I'd want to tell you. My mum, she remarried a year ago. First we all got on pretty well. He took us to Amsterdam to see the tulips. Rained all the time. And we ended up in some room eating chocolate. But 3 or 4 months ago, things began to get a bit funny. He started making passes at me. My mum's a nurse, she's out most nights. Jerry would... He'd try to kiss me. But not in the way you'd kiss your stepdaughter. Well, then one night, he came into my room. And he
Did you... Have you talked to anyone about this?
Of course I talked to someone. I told me mum.
Well?
She didn't believe me. She said it was some fantasy, you know, all young girls have them. Maybe she just didn't want to believe me. I thought I might go to the police. I couldn't face all that. So instead I left. It didn't seem like my home anymore. And then I met you on the station.
What do you want to do? Do you know anyone else in London?
I know 2 people. You and Jimmy. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I'm so glad you could make it.
Is this your usual way of meeting women? Crashing into them?
I told you my foot slipped.
You drove into the back of me.
Well, I admit I was watching you. You threw my concentration.
Well, it's an expensive way of making introductions.
Well, you're here, aren't you? So, what do you do?
I'm a pilot.
No. You're kidding.
Why should I be kidding? Because I'm a woman.
Well, no, of course not. It's just that, I mean, you know, we tend to categorize people. I just hadn't filed you under pilot.
And where had you filed me?
I don't know, an analyst or something? Some sort of city type, you know? You look the part in your suit and everything, rather severe. Very capable. Where do you fly to?
Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam.
So when we collided, you had a plane to catch. To fly, sorry.
We didn't collide. You smashed into me. And yes, I've been to Paris twice today.
Can I come along sometime?
If you buy a ticket, I'd be delighted.
You're not being terribly friendly.
Well, I think we have different objectives. You were going to give me the name of your insurance company, remember?
Well, that doesn't mean we have to be adversaries. So, what do you do when you're not flying?
I bought a horse. I'm learning to ride.
How's it going?
Not very well. The horse doesn't like me.
Are you riding on Saturday?
Saturday I'm flying.
You will have lunch on Sunday.
You're rather presumptuous. I might have something to do on Sunday.
Is that, of any particular significance?
That's for me to know, and you to find out.
Sunday, then.
Maybe.
You still there? Could you come to my office? I'd like to talk to you.
Who else knows?
My lawyer, Gail, and you. I've sent a memo upstairs, but it isn't for circulation. I don't even know if they've read it yet. But I was anxious that you should know.
Leonard, there's no reason why your personal circumstances should colour your ability to run the department. Is anyone calling that into question?
That's not the point. Wolf and Goldring have been looking for an excuse to unseat me for as long as I can remember. This is it.
But you've built the bank up from the bottom of the league. The board know that.
Lee and Ralph carry a lot of weight upstairs.
You have to talk to James Farrell.
More likely you'll want to speak to me.
What about Peter Longman, then?
Longman's only a majority shareholder. This is an executive issue. The fact is, my name is on that ticket. The company was sold out a week after I made the purchase, and Hal Lowenstein is a close friend of mine.
Leonard, your portfolio was being restructured. It all happened unbeknownst to you.
Apparently, that doesn't seem to matter.
Look, I believe you, and I'll stand behind you. This isn't anything we can't handle. We've overcome a lot of obstacles to get this bank where it is. We'll overcome this one.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. What you doing?
I'm asleep, Declan. I was asleep. What is it? Where are you?
I'm just, out here, you know.
Damn it, Declan, it's midnight. I have to sleep.
I wanted to see you.
Did you have dinner with the cop?
No. With Anna, the girl I crashed into.
I told you and the cop seemed pretty friendly.
It was your idea to introduce us.
I did not introduce you. I just asked her to arrest you, not to start exchanging phone numbers.
Listen, have dinner with me tomorrow. We'll go to that place you like with all the umbrellas hanging from the ceiling.
I can't. Bruno's coming from Zurich.
Oh, no. Why?
Because I want to see him, Declan.
Bruno is incredibly dull, and you don't love him.
How do you know?
Because you love me.
Yeah? Well, maybe I do love you. But I'm going to sleep now.
It's cold out here.
I know. You're all alone in the world, Declan. with your bolt cutters. Good night.
Hello? Hello? Oh, thank God. I've been trying to get through for hours.
We have had a hurricane here.
I'd like to talk to Peter Longman, please.
Who's calling?
It's Wendy Foley in London. Is he there?
Just a moment. Hold on.
Thank you.
Hi, Wendy.
Oh, hello, Peter. James, it's Wendy. Do you have a couple of minutes? I'd like to come up.
Yes, that's all right, Wendy.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
Do come in. Ah. So, how are things in the bull ring?
Oh, rough and tumble, the way I like it.
Do sit down.
I'll get straight to the point. I know you have a meeting scheduled with Leonard this morning, and I'm aware of the subject of that meeting. James, I think you know I have a tremendous loyalty to the bank and to this team.
That goes without question.
One of the prime reasons for our success lies with Leonard. He's allowed us the freedom to break new ground and get into markets we previously couldn't tap. He's stood beside me when things have gone wrong, and he's taken the heat with us when we've made mistakes. He'd stand in front of a gun for this team.
I endorse what you're saying 100%.
The bottom line, James, is that if Leonard goes, I have to go. It would hurt me very much to leave these people behind. But it would hurt me more not to express the allegiance I hold towards Leonard. I hope you understand.
Brussels, huh? Well, so when do I see you? I'm sort of looking forward to Sunday. How about Tuesday? Paris. Well, how about I meet you in Paris?
Max?
Yes?
Leanne Sorensen at Brennan's.
Don't know any Leanne Sorensen. Max Lubin, hello?
Hello, Max. My name's Leanne Sorensen. I'm a research analyst over at Brennan's. Hannah Burgess gave me your name.
All right, what can I do for you?
I've heard about your grain harvest research and the effect on the U.S. economy.
You have?
Yes, and it sounds very interesting.
Well, it is very interesting.
I'd like to incorporate it into a research package we're developing. Of course, we pay for it.
You would?
Perhaps we could meet for lunch and talk it over.
Right. Well, let me get back to you in a day or so. I'm still formulating.
Whenever you say, Max. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Hey, someone wants to buy my weather stuff.
Well done, Max.
And they're willing to pay for it.
Unbelievable. Look, if it becomes a major issue, get back to me.
Right.
I spoke to Leanne Sorensen. She wants to buy our weather research.
Your weather research?
Well, you helped set it up.
Well, you happened to mention it to Leanne.
You don't mind if I'm grateful, do you?
I suppose not.
Helen.
Good morning, Leonard.
Come in.
Leonard's here, gentlemen.
I'll show you.
Go in now.
Thank you.
Come in, Leonard. Sit down.
James?
Hey, Leonard. Well, first of all, I'd like to express our regrets that you found yourself in these circumstances at all. It's highly lamentable.
We understand that the DTI intend to institute criminal proceedings.
The DTI are moving on the assumption that I knew of the Lowenstein deal. My lawyers will prove otherwise.
It's not how it's being perceived on the street, Leonard.
But that's how things are, Ralph. So if the DTI want to scrutinize this deal, let them. Leonard hasn't got anything to hide.
Mud sticks, James. We cannot afford to be attendant to a scandal.
Well, Leonard has agreed to sell back the stock at the purchase price. Now, that is an option that may help.
Ralph and I don't think it will, James.
What is required, Leonard, is that you do the honorable thing. We'd like your resignation.
Now, just a minute. I expect some demonstration of allegiance from you two. This bank has got...
James,
Yes?
Peter Longman's here.
I beg your pardon.
Peter Longman.
Good morning, gentlemen. Long time no see.
Peter, how are you?
James?
You're looking well, Peter.
When did you get into town?
An hour ago, Ralph. Oh. Long flight.
This is a great surprise. A very pleasant one, of course.
I know. The proverbial sleeping partner. You probably thought you'd never see me again.
Excuse me, I just wondered if Mr. Longman would like coffee.
Dead right, he would. Black, please. And if you could find a brandy. Well, you're all looking rather glum.
The fact is, Peter, you have arrived in the midst of something of a crisis.
Have I?
We are gathered here to address a particularly thorny problem.
I listened to the jungle drums, and I heard Leonard had a little hassle going at the DTI.
The allegation is one of insider dealing. It's something we don't take lightly.
Bollocks. Allegations are made to be denied. That's the first thing I learned at kindergarten.
We've discussed it at length. We have to ask Leonard to go.
It was gracious of you gentlemen to ask my opinion.
You are a little difficult to find, Peter.
Am I?
The bottom line is this. We can no longer sanction keeping Leonard in an executive position given his circumstances.
I'm not going to sit around and have this bank, or anyone in it, pushed around by some suit at the DTI. I've seen these people a lot before. I'll see them off again. You've got to stand behind Leonard on this. State the true situation.
Gestures of solidarity are hardly relevant at this point, Peter.
I did not fly halfway round the world to have you tell me that what I think is irrelevant, you little toad. I own 30% of this bank. My name is on it. Just because I don't participate in the day-to-day running of it does not negate the value of my opinion or my ability to read a situation. I've had offers for my stock that could have made me rich. I could have been a bloody millionaire 10 times over, but I've stayed in here because my old man was in here and I respect what you're doing. So don't you ever tell me that what I have to say is irrelevant. God damn it!
Ralph and I stand by our position.
All right. I'm going to the Connaught and I'm going to sleep. And when I wake up, if you guys haven't figured out a way around this situation, I'm putting all my stock on the market. And rest assured, you'll find your new partners will be a lot less congenial than I am. Good day, James. Leonard, let's have dinner tonight.
Great. Try Beverly, and let me know how you're doing, okay?
Excuse me. Could I have one of those pads?
Sure.
have any more?
Yep.
Is that a Shane Longman pen?
Yes, how many would you like?
A box would be nice. Envelopes?
Why do you need all this stuff?
Just gives me a kick, you know? Seeing my name on things.
Howard Allen, please. Wendy Fairley.
Supposing we set up a bucket shop in New York. People could finance their holidays in Mexico with Mexican debt.
Here you are, Wendy.
I got 50p, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the hat.
Yeah, Howard? Hi. Well, I've thought it over.
Shall I book your ticket?
I'm afraid not, Howard. I'm not going to take it.
Are you crazy? You're going to turn down a senior management position, 300 grand a year, to carry on running that room full of freaks and nutcases? Most of them are certifiable.
Yes, that's right, Howard. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, would you mind just telling me why?
I don't know, Howard. Maybe you're right. Maybe they are a bunch of freaks and nutcases. But I suppose I must like them.